we are at Elmhirst Resort. This is part 2 of our Kawartha Family Business Group 2019 Roadshow.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Give us a really kind of quick background on the family and how it connects to what's happening here today.
Absolutely. So I guess I might as well take us back to the start. So it all started when my great-grandfather purchased this property on Groundhog Day in 1903. So he would have purchased this as farmland, and pasture land. And back then it was essentially sheep pasture. He would have taken some hay off it as well. But there would have been some very, very rustic cabins on the shore that he would have rented to American fishermen coming out in the
And they love
summertime.
Rice Lake, don't they?
Oh man, Rice Lake's been famous for a long time. When the Trans-Siberian Waterway was put in, Rice Lake levels were raised, and it became a very fertile ground for fishing. So it became famous really quickly. So even back in the early 1900s, Rice Lake was already famous for fishing. So, and he had sons and daughters, and my grandfather was the son that took over this part of the business, and he started after World War II. He started building cottages out of anything he could get his hands on.
Yeah.
Anything. So he, because he had to make a business for himself.
I think
and his
today they
family.
would call it eclectic.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Steve, if I remember right, too, wasn't he the second oldest, that the eldest son got the farmland and someone else got the second?
Exactly right. That's exactly
lake?
right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. He was the second oldest. So the oldest son of my great-grandfather got the family farm north of here, and my grandfather, the second oldest, got the sheep pasture at the shore. So he started, and my grandfather through the 40s and 50s and 60s, and partway into the 70s, made a 3-season fishing camp out of this property here. And we were back then we were a mix of cottages and trailers. But during that time though, my father was growing up and he went to school at Ryerson. And when my dad was done Ryerson, he came home as like a 20-year-old kid and basically said to his parents, "I want to buy the place."
Yeah.
He was
Wow.
pretty ambitious,
Yeah.
and because he had a vision for where he wanted to take it, and it wasn't a 3-season fishing camp that he was wanting to make.
Yeah.
What he was wanting to make is what is here today.
Do you think that vision was something he had growing up, or was it inspired at his time at Ryerson? Like, how did that come to be for a 20-year-old?
He must have had it in his mind long before. He must have. But when he went to Ryerson, he was able to put the puzzle pieces together as to how to actually do this. So when he, I guess in 1967, he had winterized some cottages, and that's when he made the business 4 seasons. And then in 1979, that's when he really took the plunge. He borrowed bunch of money. The trailers were gone. Went in 10 new cottages and the new main building, which only this half was built in 1980, basically, just this half. But in went the pool and a hot tub and office space and fine dining.